On the money tonight, the FDA shoots down medical marijuana, but that can't cool America's love affair with pot, the big business that's always up in smoke. Would you believe $25 billion a year in sales?
Well, the FDA has ruled marijuana has no medicinal value, but that's not hurting sales on the street. Overall, Americans spend about $65 billion a year on illegal drugs. The White House Office of National Drug Control Policy says about $10 billion of that is spent on marijuana. That marijuana produces some $8.5 billion in revenue each year for Mexican drug traffickers, more than cocaine, meth, and heroin combined. Rob Kampia, the executive director of the Marijuana Project, which commissioned a study on the economics of marijuana. Rob's taking time out from a major pro-marijuana convention to join us, a huge black market. But tell us, Rob, who would benefit really by using this? Where's the social benefit by legalizing it?
Well, if we were to tax and regulate marijuana similarly to alcohol, the biggest beneficiaries would be the taxpayers. I mean, right now, the taxpayers are spending about $7.7 billion a year paying for the police and judges and prosecutors, courtrooms, to go after marijuana. This is an endless war on marijuana that is not actually preventing anyone from using marijuana.
What about the social issue? In other words, the issue of legalizing it as effective societal endorsement of the consumption, whether people use it or not?
Well, in a free society, just because something is legal doesn't mean that ipso facto we're encouraging use. I mean, alcohol is legal, tobacco is legal, but no one really thinks that that's somehow condoning it. We just think that alcohol should be legal because we realized back in the 1920s that prohibition actually didn't work. And we find the same thing with marijuana. Marijuana prohibition has failed to prevent anyone from using it. In fact, the FBI reports that 771,000 Americans were arrested in 2004 alone. I mean, that's like arresting the entire state of Vermont in 1 year.
Walk us through the math one more time. If it was taxed, how much would the tax revenue be?
The tax revenue, if it were taxed and regulated similarly to alcohol, it would be about $6.2 billion in tax revenues. Plus, you'd have another $7.7 billion in savings from reduced wear and tear on law enforcement. So if you add it all up, it's about $13.9 billion turnaround if we taxed and regulated marijuana. And that's per year. It's $13.9 billion per year.
All right. Listen, Rob, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank you.